Tossing attentions in the wild we roam. Tossing attentions in the wild we roam. Hearts pounding as we draw our bows. On the hunt for the thrill of the chase. In the stillness of the air, we find our place. With focus and precision, we take our stance. Free adventures where the adrenaline runs high. All right, welcome to this week's edition of Buk Talk Radio. Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday all across the good old USA. Hello to everybody on the live stream. Hope you're all doing well today. Wednesday's here already. This week's flying by. We got a good show for you. Today's show is brought to you in part by our good friends out at Rupert's Rut and Peace Grunt Calls, which is a division of Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls. You know that, right? Yeah, there you go. Go check out the Rupert. But I'm telling you, we got something big going on starting August 1st. Hold your powder. Keep it dry. Winsent, thanks to the fine folks at Winsent and Fourth Arrow Camera Arms, Predator Camo, Gearhead Archery, Face Off E-Bikes, Racks and Tracks, Taxidermy, KUHLE Archery, and Norlander Socks and Weaving Knives, just to name a few of the fine folks that helps us do the shows each and every week. We got a fun show for you today. We're going to be talking a little hunting with our buddy Bo Davenport from KUHLE Archery. I got some updates to tell you about and a lot of other stuff before we get out of here. So how about that? Crazy. Let me go ahead and get Bo on the line and see if he can get on here real quick.
What's up, Dan?
Good morning. You're on the air. It's Bo Davenport. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you're at in the world. It's all one crazy thing. How you doing, bud?
I'm great, man. How about yourself?
Doing fine. So we're talking in June, and it's June 17th. And before I do anything else, to all the Navy corpsmen out there, happy birthday. I had the honor of being a corpsman when I was in, but I don't want to be self-serving here. So to all the other folks that served and were Navy corpsmen, happy birthday to you, and God bless you for your service. Let's see, Bo. I mean, we're not that far away. I mean, it's crazy because things are going to start really getting heated up. No pun intended. It's the first day of summer, but we got a week, to 1 month, 2 months, 2.5 months before some people start going out west, and then some of the urban hunting season starts in early September. And then October 1st, a lot of the regular folks, regular archery seasons kick off. We're on the downhill slide towards the start of the seasons.
Oh, absolutely. That light is getting brighter by the day at the end of that tunnel.
Yeah, and I was just down talking to Mark at Archery Field and Sports, and a lot of the shops, and you're in Texas. I don't know how. I'm assuming everybody's the same. This time of year, a lot of your bow shops are slower than normal because during the summer, everybody's out there doing softball, baseball, soccer with the kids. They're out there, fishing. A lot of that activities, and then as we get into July, late July and August, people start speeding up and trying to get ready because they don't want to get behind. But to me, now's the best time to go see your local archery shop because one, they would appreciate the business. Two, it stimulates the economy, and three, you're ready. You have all your stuff done a month before season starts. If you go in now and you're ready to go and you're not trying to get stuff in there last minute or finding out, unfortunately, that everything is on back order or behind.
Absolutely, and not to mention the crowds.
Yeah.
Those shops are going to get crowded July and August with everybody, kind of planning that, hey, I'm 4, 6, 8 weeks out. Getting everything set up now not only gives you the opportunity to work one-on-one with, a less crowded bow shop, but then also just to get some more practice in.
Yeah. Oh, I can tell you right now, they're already getting busy. Mark is the only one in Iowa here, central Iowa, that you have to take your proficiency tests every year for the urban hunting. And there's already guys in there shooting to get their proficiency tests now. So they're not trying to get in there last minute where they got to have reservations or, it's going to take them a few weeks to get in.
Yes, sir. Yep. The only one that I know that we have a draw hunt up around Lake Texoma. It's Hagerman Wildlife Refuge. You have to do a proficiency test for that once you're drawn. But they've the ranges are starting to heat up a little bit. One of the local shops to me, Bear River Archery, just had a big grand opening this past weekend, and they have a really, really cool range, man. It's indoor 40, and then the back door opens up and you can shoot out to 110. And it's 24/7 access. You can pay for a monthly membership to go and shoot as much or as little as you want to. So.
I kind of like that. I mean, 24 access to go shoot your bow. I think that would be great. Bobby Nichols up in New York. How you doing, Bobby? Boy, lonely on the live stream today. Bobby's up there. Hey, Bobby's got Bobby Nichols Outdoors up in New York. Bobby, you need to get a hold of Bo at KUHLE and starts offering some of them arrow shafts and stuff. Look him up. Look up KUHLE Archery, and then call the contact number. That's Bo. That's going to be Bo's number, and he will talk to you. But you will be happy with a lot of especially the custom stuff, Bob. Go check it out. So I got to tell you, I don't have anything going until regular season. I'm going to hunt Missouri. I screwed up, Bo. I screwed up bad. I had a moose hunt up in Newfoundland lined up with Mark, and I hurt my shoulder in Pennsylvania when I was out there doing seminars back at early April. And I got to thinking, then my knees started bothering me, and I said, Mark, I better hold off until I know what's going on with my shoulder, because I was struggling turkey to pull my bow back. I pulled it down to 50, 51 pounds, and I was able to draw back and stuff, but it hurt. And I'm going, if this doesn't get any better, I don't want to, spend $7,500 and then have people wait on me while they're trying to spot and stalk a moose. I just didn't want to do that to anybody, because they're paying their money too. I don't want them babysitting me on a mountain. So
Understandable.
yeah, so my shoulder's way better now. So I screwed up. I could have been moose hunting, Bo, but and it's just like I'm really Tony Casey. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you, Bobby. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm a little ticked off at myself, but I still think I did the right thing. I don't want to be going somewhere and spending that kind of money if I can't, at least try to pursue the animal and be efficient and everything else. So, but I'm upset because I was really looking forward to going after that moose this year. But it'll hopefully God willing, I'll get to do it again or plan another time. But I'm ready, man. I got my Infeezes. I'm showing everybody up here. I went with a green fletch for early season. Tony Casey, how you doing, pal? Good to see you. And I'm ready to go. And let's talk a little bit. We're going to talk hunting, because you had a good season, and you had a good turkey season, and we'll talk a little hunting and stuff. But why don't we tell everybody, KUHLE Archery used to be called Mamba Arrows. That was what, 2 years ago? Change over a year and a half. Year and a half.
Yeah, about a year. Yeah, a little over a year. I think we went live with KUHLE Archery in May of last year. So
Okay.
it's been a full calendar year.
Okay, full calendar year. First question I always get from everybody: what is KUHLE Arrows or KUHLE Archery? I said, well, it's got something to do with over in Africa. And I said the reason they went with that is because I love what I do for a living. I love the industry that I work in, but I also, it is one of the most close-minded and gosh, how do I say this, Bo? There's some big babies in our industry, and that's the nicest way I can say it. And hey, Jeremy Lee, Racks and Tracks, good to see you. Tommy up in New York, the New York boys are in here. Jeff, good to see you, bud. Thank you for chiming in today. I appreciate you. You had an altercation. You had someone come up and have a conversation with you about Mamba, saying, "Hey, we do this offer this other arrow," and you just took the high road, you and Ron, and said, "You know what? Let's just totally rebrand everything, so we don't have to worry about anybody getting confused. We want to have our own entity. We want to promote our own product, and we're going to go with something that nobody is ever going to be able to copy with a name." And that's how KUHLE Archery kind of got born, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was so that conversation happened at the ATA in 25, and I mean within a week of that, we were on the phone with our attorney and getting a game plan of rebranding, and then rebranded for, I guess it took about 3.5 months. And then once we got everything kind of squared away and had new product with new branding on it, that's when we launched at the end of May of 25.
Yeah, Tommy, I am so sorry. I said New York. Tommy's in PA. I knew that, Tom. It's me, Tommy. You should know better by now. It's just me, Tony. I'm sorry, man. Tommy, I'm sorry too, both of you, because I think I said something else. Well, I got to tell you, I love what you and Rhonda are doing as a company. You guys are stand up people, and that's what I honestly look for when I try to get a partner. Because when I talk to the listeners or the viewers on Bowstring Adventures, I want to be able to permit if I talk about a product, I don't want to have to worry about if they're not going to give good customer service. If I tell somebody out there, hey, you need to look at this, you need to go try this because I guarantee you're going to be happy with it. I've got to believe that 120%
Yes, sir.
because it's me saying it, right? And
Absolutely.
I've never worried about with you guys because since I met you and I when I first called you, I think we had a 45-minute conversation. It was a great call and we got along right off the bat. And I've been very very happy with your product, and that's why the names are what they are. And Bo laughs at me. Thank God he laughs at me because half the time I can't pronounce them. It's a Nagubalabadaba, or yeah, it's like what was that, Bo? What was that, Bo? What was the name of that? Nagulabi. There you go. Yeah. But you listen. I'm very grateful that you guys are friends and partners on the show. So thank you.
Oh yeah, man. We've thoroughly enjoyed the partnership and the friendship and the personal friendship that's grown out of the partnership has been incredible too.
Yeah. And I honestly, guys, I love these shafts, man. They fly great. I've had great luck with them. My gearhead loves them, and that's all I can tell you. They're good. So you had such a great hunting camp this spring. You got to go. Where all did you go turkey hunting?
Turkeys, I went just to Missouri. We did kind of a late season, or I guess later in the season. I went up the 1st of May, and did some turkey hunting
Mm-hmm.
with my good buddy, who also is my national sales director,
Yep.
Ryan Waterman. And it was a really really cool hunt, man. It was actually the first gobbler killed on his personal farm, and he called that bird in from we range find we range findered it, if that's a word.
Yeah, that's all right. I
Uh,
knew what I knew what you were laying down. It's
I'm
okay.
sure everybody can. Yeah, we saw where we first saw that bird to where he came in and gave me a 23-yard shot was right at 375 yards. So
You called him in for a ways.
he did excellent on calling him, kept him entertained, but not too much to where he was questioning what was going on. And once he topped a little crest of a hill, and saw that decoy and locked up, I mean, he put a show on for us, and came into 23, gave me a good shot, and killed not only my first Eastern, but the very first bird off of his personal farm. So it was a really special hunt.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Now, see, if you were using a Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey call, you could have called him in from another county.
Agreed.
Rupert's carry very very well. I've called them in from other zip codes they carry so far. I mean
I
that's
love it.
that, and they respond. It takes them a while to show up, but eventually they're going to get there, Bo. They're going to get there. But you did more than a turkey hunt. You had several hunts you went on this you because I was seeing grabbing grins all over the place from you.
Yeah, we did. After whitetail season was absolutely insane. Literally the best season I've ever had in my life. And
Yeah.
then we did a lot of pigs,
Yeah.
a lot of spot and stalk on pigs this so far this year. Two good buddies of mine live about an hour south of me, and they manage big pieces of property that have income producing crops. So when those pigs get off in those crops, it's a blast to spot and stalk them. And we definitely had a lot of fun doing that. But yeah, we've killed several pigs this year, and then the turkey. And currently trying to plan a axis hunt. Waiting, now it's hot, and they're transitioning to getting patterned on water, so I can get after one with my bow.
Can you do that during the summer?
Oh yeah, there's no.
Oh, there's no
They're actually
open all
open
year.
season. Yep. So they're
Wow.
considered an exotic, but there's huge pockets of free range access. I don't want to say all over Texas, but central west to southwest. There's some really big herds of just giant free range access, and getting getting with the right people that know how to hunt them and have the property set up to bow hunt them. But looking at doing that and then gearing up for whitetails.
Yeah, and I've never had axis or hunted an axis deer. What do they taste like? Like a regular whitetail, or what different taste?
I would I would I would be curious of what your viewers say, but I would say it is my number one, if not number two, wild game meat. It
Really?
is right up there with elk. I'm a big fan of elk, but axis is absolutely delicious.
Anybody out there ever had axis deer? If you have, tell me how you like it or what you compare it to. I've never had it. Elk is one of my favorite deer cervids to eat. Now moose is my favorite.
I've never had moose.
Well, a buddy of mine got a couple, and he shared with me, and it was absolutely delicious. Elk. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a finer meal. When I was in Montrose, Colorado, a long time ago, and we were base camping, and one of the guys shot a cow elk, and we had backstraps for dinner, and off that cast iron skillet, and I thought I was in a 5-star restaurant. I mean, it was one of the finest meals I've ever had anywhere. So I truly love elk, and but I love white. You know, the Midwest whitetails. I've had whitetails from different parts of the country, and you can kind of tell if you get into like the western states, especially, they don't have the crop feeds that we have in the Midwest. And I think the Midwest whitetails are probably some of the best flavorful whitetails.
I would go with you on that.
Yeah.
I know the buck I killed in Missouri and then the buck I killed in Oklahoma. You know, I cook the majority of my whitetail exactly the same. You know,
Yeah.
all my steaks and stuff I cook to temperature.
Yeah.
But yeah, from a flavor standpoint, I've enjoyed that flavor profile.
Yeah. Let me put an addendum on that. Now, you guys out on the East Coast and stuff, if you got crops, then you're going to have good whitetail meat too. Anywhere that they're on soybeans or corn, but if they're out there eating sagebrush or scrub oaks or stuff like that, they're going to have a different flavor to them. Is all I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he calls me sir. He's like 6'7", and he looks like Lou Ferrigno, and he calls me sir. You know, that's what I love about him, because I said, hey, come on and hunt. Come, I want to hunt with you, because I don't have to worry about anybody giving me any trouble. And if I kill something or if I fall down and hurt myself like I usually do, you can carry him. You can just throw me over your shoulder and pack me out. So
I got you.
yeah, Bobby says he's got lots of crops. Well, you're good, Bob.
Awesome.
You're good. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not disparaging any. I was talking to Todd. Todd's been working double shifts for 3 weeks. I haven't got to talk to Rupert forever. God bless him. And I love him. Bo, he's one of my best buddies. You will not find a nicer man than Todd Rupert. And, but I usually talk to him at least once a day, because we always say, what's going on? What are you doing? And I haven't got a chance to talk to him. I miss him. But, you know, we've talked about that. You know, the deer out there in Pennsylvania, there's a ton of deer. But you know, it's if you're not around agriculture, it's going to be a different experience for you when you bring it home. It's still going to be good, but you can get around that. You just marinate it, and you put a little seasoning in there, and it'll be just fine. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
There's no such thing as a bad whitetail meal.
Not that I've experienced yet.
No, it's good. So let me tell you what. I'm going to take a real quick break, folks. 1.5 minutes. We're going to come back with Bo. And then he's got a new deal I want to tell you about, because we all work so hard for our dollar, right? I'm on a budget, you're on a budget, and he's got something he's going to talk about that I thought was very important. I wanted to get him on and tell everybody before you get into your buying modes, and at least you get a chance to do some exploration before you make a decision on arrows this year. Hey, and I want to give a shout out to my buddies at the Accessible Hunter podcast. My buddies sent me some shirts and a hoodie, and I got it on. If you want to hear a great show, they're on every Monday on the Outdoor Call Radio Network, and I love listening to them. You talk about adapting and overcoming. These guys are quadriplegics and paraplegics, and they go in these track chairs, and they still go out and hunt and fish as much as they can ability-wise, and they still have that passion for the outdoors. They're heroes to me, because I just love listening to them and hear how excited they are to get out there and experience the outdoors. So check them out every Monday on the Outdoor Call Radio Network on the app, and they play 4 or 5 times a day, and they're just awesome people. Greg and Mike and everybody do a great job. All right, hang on. Let me take a real quick break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I can find my stupid thing here, and don't go anywhere. Be right back.
Let's talk about a story, an Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing hearing the customers' descriptions of how unique each bottle looks and how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas. Revelton Distilling visitors can't believe the flavor profiles the mixologists are creating at the distillery every day. Revelton Distillery is open Wednesday through Sunday in Osceola. They're located at 1400 West Clay Street, right off I-35. Revelton Distillery fine spirits are also available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at reveltondistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
This July, it's all happening in Des Moines. The Delta Waterfowl Duck Hunters Expo presented by
OnX Hunt helps hunters be more successful in the field each season, with maps of all public and private land and a fully functional GPS without service. The app, trusted by over 6 million users,
I don't know what happened there.
A bunch of new features to help you on your next hunt. New aerial imagery options like leaf off, recent imagery updated every 2 weeks with historic look back, and imagery on demand. On top of that, OnX is reinventing the trail camera market by syncing your hunt app with multiple cell camera manufacturers and helping to organize and analyze your photos. You can also now view your maps in Dash when driving to your next hunting location. These are just a few of the many updates OnX has for this hunting season. Try OnX Hunt free for 7 days or go to onxmaps.com/hunt and use code X for 20% off your new OnX Hunt membership. Try OnX Hunt free for 7 days or go to onxmaps.com/hunt and use code X for 20% off your new OnX Hunt membership.
This July, it's all happening in Des Moines. The Delta Waterfowl Duck Hunters Expo presented by Heavy is coming to town, hosted by Delta Waterfowl, the Duck Hunters organization. For decades, Delta Waterfowl has worked to put more ducks in the sky, more habitat on the ground, and more hunters in the blind. Now they're bringing it all together for one massive weekend. 3 days, one place. The biggest names in waterfowl. The latest gear, boats, calls, decoys, guns, and hands-on demos from the pros who live it. Bring the whole family and connect with hunters who share your passion for the flyway. July 24th, 25th, and 26th at the Iowa Event Center. Tickets and event details are available now at deltawaterfowlexpo.com. Don't just talk about duck season. Get ready for it. The Delta Waterfowl Duck Hunters Expo, presented by Heavy, hosted by Delta Waterfowl, the Duck Hunters organization. See you in Des Moines this July.
Oh, it's my gearhead, don't you know? Climbing to the top with gearhead archery. All right, welcome back to Buk Talk Radio on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. I got my buddy Bo Davenport on from KUHLE Archery, and we're talking a little stuff to get you ready for the hunting season. I didn't lose you, did I?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, Sean Jinks is watching us. I'm really nervous now. You know Sean Jinks? Did you meet him?
I've not met him in person, but we talked on the phone. What's going on, Sean?
There you go. Well, I thought you met. You didn't. Oh, you were upstairs at the Deer Classic. You know,
Yes,
and you booger. I thought you were going to move down by me on, and you're going to stay upstairs. But that's okay. That's all right. I know how it is. I take showers.
It gives you an opportunity to stretch those legs and come and say hi.
Hey, you were busy up there, man. It was nuts.
It was an incredible show.
Yeah, you did good up there. I'm telling you. You guys, it was kind of cool because I saw something a couple weeks ago on social media. It said arrow guaranteed, arrow warranty. I go, what is this? And I clicked on it, and I say KUHLE Archery, and it's like, well, that's kind of cool. You're doing a special build thing with who's it with now?
Final Draw TV.
Yeah.
It's our Masio Final Draw limited edition arrow that we are offering a hunting scenario warranty on it. And basically after, a year of testing, we realized just how strong that arrow with our two-piece component system is. And, for lack of better words, we're kind of putting our money where our mouth is, you know, and if you purchase these arrows and you break them on a hunting scenario, you know, an animal, ethical shot, and it breaks, we'll replace that arrow to you.
Yeah, that's a good deal. And it's not where it's like you gotta get an attorney to get it done either. You just take a couple pics, you send it in, and the reason they're going to want pictures is because they want their quality control is very important to Bo and Rhonda. They want to make sure they're putting the best product out there for consumers, for bow hunters, for archers, for people shooting bolts, for whatever you know. They want to make sure whatever you buy that it's a good retail decision on your part, and it's a good product that they're putting out there by them. So you're gonna make it easy for people, and I think that's awesome that you stand behind that and you're trying to support our fellow hunters.
Absolutely. You know, I know you and I have talked about it, you know, a handful of times, but, you know, I come from, you know, a blue collar job. I did, you know, a little over 20 years in law enforcement. And so I know, you know, how those overtime hours and saving up, you know, from week to week to be able to purchase things, you know, that's kind of the pride and joy we take in all of our products of putting out a good quality product. But this one stood out. And, you know, so just kind of sweetening the deal a little bit of, you know, hey, you know, we trusted enough to back it with a guarantee, you know, so you can trust it that much in the field.
Yeah. Have you got any mock scrapes out yet? You do that? Do you put mocks out?
We do. We haven't. You know, our farms in Northeast Missouri got hammered last week with all the rain and stuff like that. But I'll be up there in the next week or two to get a little bit of mowing done and get some stand locations picked out, and then we'll start getting a lot more cameras out.
Get your cameras, get a solar panel, and here's what you're going to want to put out. You're going to want to go to get a hold of Sean or Don at Jinx Some Sense, and you want to get some Mystic polyglandular dabs. Okay, that's going to have everything that as far as you know, with the preorbital, it's a whole bunch of different scents that they have on their head, and it really. I'm not making this up. I've got pictures to prove this. I've put out a hex stick, which is you take the dabs, you take the little globes, and you throw them in there, and you fill it up about that much, about an inch and a half, and then you screw it back on, and then you hang it on the licking branch, and then I take limb liquor and I spray that all around. I've had to replace those hex sticks twice because these does are going in there. It's driving them crazy. I mean, they're grabbing them, they're biting them, they're chewing on them. And it's like, what are you doing? And I said, guys, have you ever had this? She goes, well, not like. And I said, it's my deer. My deer are personally starting. That's a vendetta, Bo. They're starting something they're going to regret when October gets here. I'm just telling you right now. But you want to get some of that Mystic dabs. Get you some limb liquor and some synthetic misfortune. And the reason I'm telling you to get the synthetic misfortune, that's the buck urine, but you don't have to worry about keeping it refrigerated for us. You know, you can throw it in your pack for a couple weeks and it's still going to be okay. Where the other ones, you want to keep it cold. You don't want that bacteria. But I'm just telling you right now, I got them in my scrapes every night.
I've seen, you know.
Oh, you see my pictures? Yeah. It's crazy.
It's a great stuff.
I'm just telling you right now, man. It's crazy. Jake Pike, Jake from State Farm, good to see you. Brant, good to see you. Yeah, go give Sean and Don, and they'll take good care of it. That stuff's amazing, man. It works good. That dough is. I got to go back to the farm now and fix that. And the first time I didn't zip tie it to the thing because I'm not used to. I've been using mock sprays for a couple years, but I've never had deer go in there that actively and go crazy. And this stuff, man, they're nuts. They're driving them nuts. They love it. They absolutely love it. So, yeah. So anyway, all right. Well, you got the big guarantee coming up. What's anything else you want to tell folks about KUHLE? Because half an hour is already gone.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, the warranty form is, if anybody wants to go read about it, it's under the Final Draw arrow. There's a hyperlink you can click and read about all the little details to show you don't need an attorney to get it done. But yeah, we would love to have, you know, obviously the good trophy photos, but then if it does break, also the product back, so we can, you know, get to looking at that and seeing how we can improve it, or if there's any changes that need to be made.
Yeah.
Other than that, you know, support your local shop. You know, we have a lot of really good ones out there, and would love to see as many people as possible have them in their quivers this fall.
All right. Tell them where they can find more info about KUHLE.
Yeah, we're on all the socials. KUHLE Archery on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and then KUHLEArchery.com. And if anybody has any questions, there's a contact us form that has a phone number and an email that come directly to me, and I would love to chat with you.
All right, buddy. Tell Rhonda hi, give her my best, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Dan. Have a great evening, guys.
You too, Bo. Thanks for the time, bud.
Bye-bye.
There he goes, Bo Davenport, everybody. Fine feller right there. Bobby Nichols, where were you when I was putting all that out with the zip tie stuff? I got them zip tied. They're still they're driving me crazy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go back out tomorrow, and I'm gonna redo everything. And I mean, it's nuts. I'll show you right now. I'll show everybody. I mean, I'm not making it up. It's just absolutely insane. This was this morning. Let's see. Oh, was that last morning? No, it was yesterday. 16th. Anyway, there's one of the culprits right there in the scrape. Yeah. See the hex? Yeah. I'm just telling you, I've been very impressed with Jinx 'em Sense, that's for sure. Speaking of Jinx 'em Sense, they're gonna be on their live show tonight at 7. I did a little special deal, thanks to Jeremy and Bree and everybody at Racks and Tracks Taxidermy. I bought 6 tumblers, and I had them made up, the Outdoor Call Radio with KXNO on there, and I sent them to Jinx 'em, and first 6 people that bought something from Saturday on, they were going to be able to get a free $22 tumbler. So Don and Sean are going to take care of the other 3 tonight. So if you want to get on that, I suggest you watch the live stream at 7, and I would get the Mystic polyglandular dabs, because those things I am 100% sold on that. I have not got to use the Doom yet. Now I'm excited about that too, and that's coming. I think that's in the next box I got coming. So I'm gonna put a separate scrape out on the other side of the farm on that one, and I can't wait to see the results on that. That's crazy. Urban seasons are going to start in Iowa around September 20th and go until January 25th. If you missed the shows last week, we got a big tower blind deal. I'm going to be giving away a tower blind this season. We'll start qualifying people in August, September. I can't remember if I said August or September. Probably September. Well, and I'm going to give that away at the Iowa Deer Classic. All right. I'll tell you what the blind is, but it's going to be your blind in your tower, and it's courtesy of me, the Outdoor Call Radio, and all my product sponsors, all my sponsors. I couldn't do it without my sponsors, my partners. So it's from all of us to give back to some lucky hunter. I'm excited about that. We've never given away a tower blind before. Tacticam Reveal's got a big trade-in program going on. If you want to get some new cameras, you got some older cameras, get a hold of them, and you can see what they've got going on. They can help you sell some of your old gear and take advantage of that. Let's see. Bowstring Adventures is going to start year 2 in September on Carbon TV. I want to thank Modern Spartan Systems, Gearhead Archery, Predator Camo, Wyckoff Eating and Cooling, Cookies Barbecue Sauce, KUHLE Archery, Jinx 'em Sense, Fourth Arrow Camera Arms, Itasca Footwear, Weeby Knives, Norlander Socks, and a few other people for helping us, Vortex Optics, and I'll tell you more. We got some great partners to do that. We will have another shoulder mount we're going to be giving away courtesy of Racks and Tracks Taxidermy. I use the Doom in my scrapes, Bobby says. Nice, buddy. You're welcome, Sean. You're welcome. Anytime. We're going to be giving away a shoulder mount. We'll start doing the contest for that September 15th. And we'll give that away right at the end of gun season. Okay. So that way we'll have everybody get through bow season and then gun season, and we'll draw a winner for that. And we'll tell you more about that. And we will be working with Mike's Meats in Knoxville again. But we will address that in October. When we get close, September, October, we'll get on that. Calendar for events. We got the Delta Waterfowl Convention coming up next month, July 24th through the 26th. The Iowa Jeep Show is September 11th through the 13th in Garwin, Iowa. They do a great, if you love 4x4s, trucks, Jeeps, all that, you're going to want to go to that. That's a great event. And that's it. I think that's it. Unknown Files is on tonight at 7 o'clock. If you guys need anything, let me know. Oh, you know what? I want to mention this too. There's another shoot coming up. And this is going to be Saturday, August 8th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sunday, August 9th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's the Target Trafficking 3D shoot, 6th annual. And these people it's wingsofrefuge.net. It's a great event to go to. They help stop
teenage and trafficking period. But they really save a lot of people by doing that. So make sure you go check that out. And if you want to share that, that would be awesome too. They're good, fine folks. They do a good job. All right, I'm out of here because I think Jenny's got some chicken up there for me to eat. And, you know, Raven's down here already. Where you at, Ravy? He's already down here trying to get me to come upstairs. So there it is. So don't forget, Sean and Dawn are on at 7. And I will see you next time. Have a great weekend. I'm going to sign off. Have a great, great rest of your week. And we will see you on Saturday. Thanks, everybody.
Adventures in the wild we roam. Hearts pounding